Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Norse Rebirth for Crusader Kings 2. So I think we're about to the point where we're going to export soon. The reasoning behind that is simply because, you know, at this point, some people have commented that we're already to the point where we... Well, look at that Russian revolt. Wow, that's big. Some people have commented... Are there two of them? Holy crap, there are 3 independent Russian revolts right now. 4! What the heck? Look at this. Russian revolt, Russian revolt, Russian revolt. Is that the Russian revolt? Yeah, Russian revolt. There are 5 separate Russian revolts happening simultaneously against this 5-year-old. That's crazy. Okay, we gotta find out what they're all about. What's this one about? Someone's claim under Ruthenia, okay. Someone else's claim. Someone else's claim. Are they all claim revolts? Oh my goodness. Another claim? There's 5 claim wars going on right now. That's hilarious. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, that kid doesn't stand a chance. And there's a couple Holy Roman revolts here too. Claim on the Holy Roman Empire. And an independence war. Cool. What's this thing? Is that part of it's a Polish revolt. Lots of revolts going on right now. It's amazing. Anyway, okay, sorry. I just got easily distracted there. We're already to the point. Some people have been commenting that we've already snowballed to the point where it's kind of not a challenge anymore, which I completely agree. If we go to the ledger and then we look at the independent states map mode, we can see that we are not yet the largest, but we are in 4th place. Actually very, very close to 2nd and not too far off from... Sorry, not 4th place, not too far from 3rd, very close to 2nd as well. But when it comes to army size, we already have the largest army. So, generally, when I get to that point, once you get to the point where you have the largest army, it's game over. I mean, we already win. There's absolutely nothing stopping me from just declaring holy wars on everyone. And you've seen it before. We will do another World Conquest series soon, but I don't think we're going to do it this time. So what I propose we do instead is I want to continue to get the remaining de jure territory in Scandinavia, and then we'll export the game to EU4 and play that for a bit. We'll probably grant independence to anybody that's not part of de jure Scandinavia before the export, so Frisia will end up being its own independent country. Hopefully our dynasty here, our son, will end up converting it, considering we've looted it all. I think he'll have some difficulty with income for a little while. Recently conquered, new administration, looted. Yeah, these provinces are they're suffering a bit. So with that in mind, let's go and attack Denmark. Holy War for Yilin sounds great. Let's do it. And I guess we just march over there, really. And why don't we grab up the army of Norway, since it'll be a nice sizable force. Oh gosh, there's only 2,800 men. Fine, we'll take the boats from there and we'll pick these guys up. And who does have the largest army for us? Norway is the largest. They're just very depleted right now. Well, I did do a lot of assaulting, so... kind of makes sense. We'll probably see a few people join in the defense, but hey, it's the 3rd Catholic uprising. Did we just get 2 pop-ups at once about that? Yeah, there's 2 separate armies. Well, I guess we go try to block those off and take care of it before it gets problematic. Oh, look at that, an organizer. Cool. I like organizers quite a bit. So yeah, we'll do those things. I'm not going to do any more of the exploity type tactics. I just, you know, like doing that every now and then. We are ill, 42, and stressed and ill. We could die, very likely, in fact. If we were to die, though, we have a very solid heir, brave, humble, kind, patient, temperate, Grey Eminence, 20 diplomacy. His wife has 12. I don't think we'll have any issue with the succession if that's the case. We don't have any title loss on succession, right? No. Good. Okay. And do we just dock? You'll be there on the 8th. Gives us plenty of time to land. Still have the same commanders in charge, I hope. Yep. Let's untoggle looter. So one of the things we were talking about in the comments on the previous video was that, you know, the way I would solve the gamey, exploity type thing there would be to just make it so that you cannot raid somebody you're at war with, and you cannot siege someone that you're not at war with. It'd be a very simple fix. But, you know, the game has been this way for over a year. Almost a year. I think Old Gods came out in, like, what? I think it was June of 2013? Is that all retinue? It is. Look at that. Quite the retinue. Interesting. So somehow our retinue cap went down. I remember I just had bought it up to 28, now it's down to 23. I wonder why. Oh well. The number of realm holdings didn't change when we gave that territory to our son. He's still part of our kingdom. I wonder if we were getting a multiplicative bonus on the size that one day after we took the territory because of the capital in Frisia. It's possible. I don't really know. And clearly we have more than we should. But I'm not going to complain. This could be as many as 8,000. Wow. It's a lot of archers. And the organizer allowed us to get there in ahead of the enemy, which is always nice. It's great to be the defender. We'll just assault a little bit. Just enough that we can actually end the war and then focus on the next little bit. We still have some more de jure conquest of Scandinavia to mess with. Nice job converting things. And one more assault should do it. There we go. Okay, thank you. Since this is de jure part of Scandinavia, we will individually assign territories. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, aren't I? Unfortunately, that was just a single county duchy. Sorry, double county duchy. So we'll grant this out to men who are not in prison, who are any marriage, who are not currently rulers. Yes, our culture. Yes, our religion. Yes, adult. Not great house. Sort by stewardship. Highest stewardship character. You get the county of Yeland. And, how did I not do it? There we go. And you get the county of Slevzig. Okay, next up we will murder the king, if possible. Why don't we just assassinate him, maybe? I don't want to wait. And how many more duchies are there? Ah, shoot, we gotta do at least 2 wars for the rest of that. And we've got to attack the Kaiser twice to get this territory. Oh well, let's focus our attention elsewhere. Your Scandinavia does go into this province, so we will attack her. We'll just do a conquest. Less likely to have defenders against us there. We need to attack this territory in Perm. You are a vassal to the king of Perm, who actually lives over here. So we'll declare a holy war over those 2 territories. Oh damn, look at that. It's divided down the center, 2 separate duchies. Finland and Karelen. Well, I guess in that case, since we can only get 1 at a time, we'll just do the conquest of Savo. Any other de jure territory in Sweden? That's what we actually own. None of this is actually part of it. It's part of the Wendish Empire. How close are we to being able to form the Kingdom of Lithuania? 9 out of 21. So 2 more provinces, we could just form that kingdom. Well, we might as well. Let's just attack this guy and, you know, we'll expand a little bit. We'll attack all these guys. We'll end up releasing it probably, but... And actually, I do want to attack Croatia here because I want to... Somewhere in here is that Holy Order province, the Vikings. I want that. So we'll attack those guys. That's a fair number of wars, I guess. Let's get our boats. How's the levy doing? About 5,000. Not very many. I think we'll just stick with the retinue again. It's a small enough set of wars that not a big deal. Now bear in mind, if we were using the cultural retinue, which yes, it's heavy infantry, yes, it gets a huge modifier on offense, but it costs nearly twice as much with retinue cap usage, we would only have, what, 28 regiments at 500, so 14,000 troops. We'd have fewer men, which decreases the ratio when you're assaulting, which makes you take more losses. And additionally, because they use the skirmish value for assaults, even though they're stronger in actual combat, these guys have .2 attack in the skirmish phase, so they're terrible for assaulting. They'd still get the job done, but they would take significantly higher losses. Which is, again, one of the reasons that I really love the skirmish retinue. In fact, if I were Paradox, I would rebalance it. I think that, first off, in my opinion, the fact that retinues are all exactly 500 size is kind of silly. I feel like you should be able to have adjustable retinue sizes up to a certain size. Like you could specify if you want 100 size retinue or 1,000 size retinue. Like you should be able to determine it. Because the problem is when you have really tiny countries, like say single county counts, these guys will never be able to use a retinue. However, they do have some retinue cap. You know, maybe they have 100 or 200. Unfortunately, until they hit that magic number that allows them to enable one retinue cap, they can't get any, which is kind of unfortunate. That'd be like having a province and having no levy at all because you don't have enough buildings built yet. Why is that? It's kind of silly. Then the other thing that you could do is, you know, I would make it so that like the skirmishers are they're overpowered, in my opinion. There should be more negative effects to them. We have a daughter that we can use for opinion with, I think there was a king. One king that didn't like us quite as much as the others. No, it looks like they're all pretty happy now. Guess we'll go with this guy. Eking out every little bit of opinion that we can. Miscellaneous prisoners here and there. It's fine. We have a half-sister. We won't wed her. We're at 94%, but we just finished taking the war goals, so we'll get a taking war score. We can finish up that siege. Just finish up that war. Let's dock here to blow that army up. Army of Lithuania, and we'll walk through here. I feel like we've picked up quite a few prisoners, haven't we? 31, wow. Might as well ransom these guys. A ransom all button would be really nice. And I know that there are mods that do it, but I'm talking about vanilla CK2. You know, I just think it would be very nice. Now this territory is not actually de jure Scandinavia, so we shouldn't really be putting a lot of effort into converting it, but we will. I guess that way we'll have some natural allies in EU4 that we can possibly try to vassalize and then annex, maybe. I don't know. Now we're back to our own primary territory. We're pretty well set up here. These duchies, can't quite create them all. That's fine. And we're at 100% here. Oops. 99% with the other lady. And we're off to the Gulf of Finland to finish up our two final holy wars here. 100% with her now. Excellent. It's funny, the more I play CK2, the more I start to remember my, like, autopilot mode when it comes to, like, handing out territory. It's funny, when you do a world conquest, you get so proficient at giving away territory. And that is how I feel right now. I feel like I could conquer the world in no time. But we're not going to. Now, we could just end that war, but I think we'll actually ransom back a few of those people before we end it. Otherwise, they won't have any reason to pay for those people. Crusade for Germany. His Holiness Pope Adrian V is worried about the state of the souls in the Kingdom of Germany. The heathens under us have no hope for salvation. So another crusade for the territory. Basically, it's a holy war for the Duchy of Brunswick, but that's fine. Well, let's see. We've already trashed the Kaiser, so he's not going to be a big threat. Why don't we go ahead and just end this war quickly by taking the time to go down and siege the Pope? And this is what's hilarious too. Look, the Pope is part of the. He's attacking in the in one of the revolts for the Holy Roman Empire. So it's like not really the best timing for a crusade. Okay, well I'm going to take a break here. I think in the next video we'll put down the crusade, finish up our de jure territory. We're probably only 2, maybe 3 videos away from exporting. This is very interesting. What is up with this? Why are you brown? Usually Ireland is always green. Oh, Gwynedd. That's part of Wales. How did you manage that? Somehow he ended up getting Connaught. Weird. Alright, I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.